What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you guys while doing the deed?
My first boyfriend, we were at a state park and I was going down on him and I puked all over his dick and then he turned me around and put it in me again. That was embarrassing.
We had just finished and he got up to go get a towel so he could, clean me up like the gentleman he was. And when he got back on the bed to wipe me off, I queefed in his face. And he thought I farted in his face, and he made this big scene and made me feel really bad about myself to the point I cried. Then when I explained that it was not a fart, it was a queef, we laughed about it, and he called me his little queef monster for the duration of our relationship. Oh, and then the same guy, at the end of our relationship, I started my period on his dick, mid-sex.
He moaned O'Reilly, and I said auto parts.
I done skeeted on my own head. Yes, you heard that correctly. I done skeeted on my own head. Hell, you skeeted on your head. I'm gonna tell you how I skeeted on my head. Early college, girls riding cowgirl, right? It's getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? Milk jugs getting full. Toaster strudels are about to get iced. The fizz was about to overflow. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I pulled out, ripped off my Jimmy head, and I busted so hard. The nut flew over top of her body and landed on my forehead. On my mama, on my grandmama, on everything. I promise you this is not a lie. Now she over here laughing while the Elmer's glue on my forehead is speed walking to my cornea. Damn!
I should not be telling this. I really shouldn't be telling this story. Oh God. Anyways, when I was, going at it, one day, I went for the usual, you're doing it, and then you go, I did that, and I got told that she loves me, and I don't know what to say, so I was like, thank you.
I'm actually very glad I finally have a reason to tell y'all this story. So about 3 days after I got my Brazilian wax, me and my shorty, got to the business. And in the midst of such actions, my baby's moment was coming up, if you get what I'm saying. And as the gentleman I am, I decided that I should just give her some good, long, deep strides just to put the cherry on top. Tell me why. My booty cheeks clapped. Not only did they clap, but they clapped 3 consecutive times, one after the other. And there was just this profound moment where she looked up at me, and I looked down at her, and we just nodded, and I just kept going. We haven't really talked about it since, and I hope we never will.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you guys while doing the deed? Once and the guy looked at her and said, "Bless you." I said, "Thank you." He said, "You're welcome."
All right, you ready? Because I'm going to tell it. Make sure the kids are out of the room. Make sure you're not eating anything or drinking anything at this time. All right? Told you. Warned you. Let you know. So, the most embarrassing thing to me, I don't know if it's so much as embarrassing as gross, but me and this, I used to be a trainer at Chili's way back in the day, and I took one of my trainees home, and we're doing the thing, and I'm on top, and I go down and give her a little howdy do, and I thought this tastes kind of weird, I don't know why it didn't dawn on me, but I was like, that tastes kind of weird. All right, whatever, came back up, gave her a kiss, finished up, and did my thing and laid it down. Anyways, so I went to the bathroom, just stark naked, walking in the bathroom, all proud of myself, like, yeah, boy, laid it down. And I get in there and I flip on the light's kind of bright, so I'm like, adjust, and then I see my face. All right here, red. All of it. Between my teeth, everything. My crotch looked like a freaking murder scene. It was so oh, okay. Woo, almost lost it. Woo! Okay, yeah, I almost lost flashback. But it was so bad. But I'm just, I just walked in all proud of myself, like, yeah, Brandon done did the thing. And just bam, bam. So bad. But what's worse is I don't know if she knew or if it was like one of those times, you know what I mean? Like during the deed, girls, get their period. But she let me kiss her. But you know what? What's crazier is that, I don't know, 10, 15 years later, when I worked at the sheriff's department as a corrections officer, she was one of the inmates, one of the female inmates, and she looked ragged, boy. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh, don't see me. Don't see me. But yeah, so that's my embarrassing story. Hopefully you weren't eating at the time, because I warned you. But you guys have a great night.
This is actually the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. One morning, someone was eating his breakfast, eating the kitty, and I accidentally let one rip. Not from the kitty, from the other, from the other end. And he just kind of stopped and looked at it and then kept going. And now I'm gonna give birth to his kid in October.
So one night, my ex-girlfriend was staying the night, and we were in the middle of doing our thing, and my door just flies open, and it's my son. And we made direct eye contact, and he just closed the door, and I mean, there was no confusion as to what was going on. She was literally right on top of me. So I was like, great, that's great. And 2 minutes later, I get a text from him, and he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna pretend I never saw that. And I just texted him back, like, that's probably a good idea. So yeah, lock your doors.
For all my people that drink a lot of water a day, you know what I'm saying? You drink gallons like me, I drink a gallon a day, you know what I'm saying? So you know me, I'm getting some meat, you heard? And I'm thinking I'm about to, you feel me? I'm about to let it fly. But it wasn't. I had to pee. But it was water pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So she ain't really complained, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was crazy.
First of all, disclaimer, this TikTok is for those who are 18 and older. If you are not 18 and older, please click away, scroll away. Thank you. Now that the children are gone. So this few years back, I was doing the deed with a woman. And I was like, where do you want me to finish? She's like, on my face. I'm like, okay. So I was like, I'm gonna have a little fun with this. So I finish in my hand. And then I dip my thumb in it, wipe it across her forehead, and I say, Simba. So there's that. I still laugh about it. I think it was funny.
Alright, so I win this one. So me and my ex were at my house, couldn't have the doors open. And my mom was home at the time, so we fucked with the doors open. And when I saw her, walk by, I don't know what I was thinking. But when I saw her walk by, instead of, moving off really quick or, covering us up, smart shit to do, I loudly said, hi, Mom. Needless to say, there was a talk afterwards.
Yeah, I have so many of these stories I could tell, but I'm gonna stick with this one. So I was talking to this new guy, and I was like, girl, I'm finna put it on him, have him whipped. Let me tell y'all what happened. So I'm on all fours, if you get my gist. And, he hitting it back there, doing his thing, having fun. And he started to pull my hair. So I don't mind hair pulling. I like it. But I was wearing a wig. And now at the time, it was my first time wearing a wig. So it didn't have no clips on it. I had just threw that bad boy on my head. Y'all, this man hit me with a stroke of 1,000 motherfucking Avengers. And when I tell you he did this, he had one hand on frontal and ripped my wig off. Girl, I instantly... I was mortified. He stopped mid-stroke and just... And we both just busted out laughing. I was so embarrassed I couldn't even finish. Just get off me.
Okay, I actually have a few of these, but one time I was sleeping with this guy for the first time, and we had a fair bit to drink each, and I don't know how, but he tripped over his like own pants or something, I don't know, and he headbutted me so fucking hard. I legit had teeth marks in my fucking head because of how hard he fucking headbutted me. And the next day I had like a massive bruise and like egg on my head for like a week. It was so embarrassing.
My ex-girlfriend's little brother walked downstairs to see us doing the deed, and she said, "Oh, we're just hugging." He was going into 7th grade. He was already through sex ed, so he just looked at us and was like, "Yeah, sure." Proceeds to go to the fridge and get some apple juice. That kid gave no fucks.